This is part 3 of ways for your business to survive the coronavirus. And we're going to be talking about avoiding negativity. I just want to encourage you guys, each business owner out there, to really make the best of this situation and to do your best to stay in as positive a mind frame as you can. And I understand that it's virtually impossible to go through all the things that we're experiencing right now and maintain positive with sheer will. And so I have 5 tips for helping you through this emotional battlefield that we're in. One thing that I learned long ago and has really helped me dealing with any kind of negative situation is a technique which helps me release negative feelings. And what it does is, the idea behind it is, whenever you have a negative feeling, we resist it. And when we resist it, we're pushing against it, and the feeling is pushing back. And so it stays lodged, it stays right there, and it doesn't push through. But whenever you let go of resisting it and let it move through, then it's able to open up that flow and release that feeling. And so the way that you do that is simply acknowledging whatever the feeling is that comes up. So let's say it's anger or stress or overwhelm or chaotic. You let yourself feel whatever that feeling is, and then you try not to allow any thoughts of like the story or the words that are around that feeling. Just focus on the feeling itself. And then as you feel it and just acknowledge it, then when it changes, you know you've released that layer of the feeling. And you'll start to notice that if you do that and you keep releasing and just paying attention and naming the actual feeling that's coming up, it will start changing your whole position and how you feel. And you really have to take care of yourself, which is point number 2. So anything that you can do to help relieve and let go of that stress is something that is really important right now. So taking care of yourself, it's always important to make sure you're eating right. Make sure that you're doing anything that you can to nurture your spirit and to not get so bogged down. This is a great time for reflection, for silence, prayer if you like doing that. And I encourage you guys to do a positive prayer of peace and healing and hope, because those kinds of positive prayers instead of a fear prayer, I find them to be more helpful and help to reset and rebalance you. The third thing is to avoid binging on the news. I know that, oh man, it is so hard. I have been doing this rule myself, staying away from the news all day long, and then when I get home, I'm giving myself a little 30-minute window to just get updated and stay on top of what's happening. I want to make sure that I know what's going on out there. But if I start taking too long, then what I find is that I go down this like rabbit hole of darkness, and it's like panic and fear and scary, and you just keep reading things that can take you deeper and deeper into it. And so my suggestion is to limit the amount of time that you spend there, because it makes it easier to climb back up and out of that energy whenever you're not spending as much time in it. So it just makes that whole process simpler. So limit that time. The fourth thing is that I want to encourage you guys not to emotionally isolate. We have to do physical isolation, right? That's what's required. But we don't have to emotionally isolate. And what I mean by this is we don't have to go into, a mode where we're just on our phones and we're not really talking to anybody around us, or we're not really talking to or connecting with people in our community, our vendors, our clients, our friends. I would just encourage you guys to take this opportunity to connect with people. If you're a business person, connecting with your clients and your your vendors and just reaching out and talking to them. How are you? Is there anything I can help with? I just want to let you know that I care about you. Those are ways that you can avoid emotional isolation. And then 5 is just to give gratitude. Again, most of us are not sick right now, so giving gratitude for the health and well-being that is here, for the for everything that we do have and all the things that are available to us, the medical attention that's there and all of the resources that are being pumped into our marketplace to be able to help support this. So giving gratitude just a little bit goes a really long way, and I encourage you guys to do that. I know that when everything feels so out of control, if we can do actions that allow us to gain a little bit of that control back and a little bit of that peace, then it's certainly worth doing. I wish you guys the best of luck in it. Please be safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon.